Good morning, I'm Stuart Bloor. I'm on the canal at first light and I do fish a lot, and one of the reasons that I've been able to do that in the last year or so is because of this. This has been the passport to getting more angling sessions in than I would have done otherwise. What is it? Well, as you can see, it's a mini reel and a telescopic rod, and that's a Velcro band because, as you can no doubt see there, the lead's on, the hook's on, everything's set up. All I've got to do, take the band off, extend the rod, put a maggot on, as I will be doing this morning, and away I go. I'm fishing. Anyway, let's see if I can catch something on my mini telescopic rod and reel today for the camera. There you go. Let's get a bait out there and catch something. And my first fish of the session is a tiny little gudgeon. It's great to see them making a comeback though on this particular canal. They used to be numerous, then they almost disappeared. You'd catch the odd one here and there, but recently, and I mean in the last few months, I've started to catch them in numbers. Anyway, let's put this one back. I had roach in the swim early on, lightning strikes and sucked maggots. Now the gudgeon have moved in. This one is bigger than the first fish that I caught. Not massive, of course, because they are one of our mini species after all. And if you look closely, you can see that rather than being a drab little fish that lives at the bottom of the canal, they are actually quite beautiful. And they do turn in the water, and if you fish in shallow water that's clear, you can actually see them on a bright summer's day turning and flashing in the water. Won't be doing much of that in the canal, of course, because that's quite murky, but nevertheless still a beautiful fish. Now that the gudgeon have moved in, I'm getting a bite every single chuck. Anyway, before I cast out again, I'm not showing every fish to the camera. That's my business end setup. I've got 2.5 pound fluorocarbon. I've got about 2.5 feet of that onto the end, so that's almost a metre of 2.5 pound fluorocarbon. It's a 1/3 of an ounce lead, that's free running. I've got a small bead, that's 5mm, a size 6 split shot, and then I've got a hook length of about 6 inches, and you can see it hanging there, dangling in the air. Size 18 Drennan Super Specialist and a single red maggot, and I'm just putting out a few red maggots every time I cast, especially now that the fish are in the swim. Keep them keen, don't overfeed them, keep them keen, keep them interested, and as I'm doing now, you'll be getting a bite every single cast when the fish are in, especially these little gudgeon. They're hungry, they're keen, they're eager, and we're doing business today on the canal. And while I'm waiting for another fish, the photographs that you can see on the screen are from other sessions that I've done this week. And by the way, the rod and reel go under the name of Poacher's Pocket. So people are asking me all the while, what type of gear are you fishing with? Because these videos have been quite popular, these blog entries with the telescopic rod and reel setup since I've been putting them on. They have been gathering quite a lot of attention. It's a fantastic way of grabbing these extra sessions that otherwise you wouldn't be able to have. You can keep it in the boot of the car, or you can take it with you when you're going somewhere, drop off onto a canal, a pool, a river, whatever it might be, and you get, which is important to me with a very busy lifestyle, you get to do a lot more angling sessions than you would otherwise. Anyway, I was waiting for that fish and it's all gone quiet. Typical, isn't it? When I haven't been filming, I've been catching fish after fish after fish, and now it's gone dead. As you can see behind me, one of the walls downstairs, I've got a very good wife, is absolutely plastered with football memorabilia. And what's special about all this is that it's personal to me. It's part of my own collection that I've amassed since working in the world of football. Anyway, this week I've been at the training ground at Wolverhampton Wanderers, and before I got involved with the New Saints, the champions of Wales, I had a season ticket at Molineux for a number of years. In fact, I went to my first game in 1963 when Stan Collis was still on the throne. What was I doing at Wolves this week? Well, check out the blog that accompanies this video and you'll find out exactly why. The link to the blog entry will be in the description box and the comments box here on YouTube. Anyway, out and about yourself this week, whether football or fishing, which are my two main passions in life. Enjoy, and I'll be back next week.